Hi everyone, we're going to use the sum and difference formulas to write our trig expression as an algebraic expression containing u and v. And basically what we have is tan of alpha minus beta. That's basically what we have. Alright, so tan of alpha minus beta, we're going to use this formula. And we need tan. Well, inside here we have sine and cosine. So this is your alpha minus beta. So let alpha equal inverse sine of u. That means sine of alpha equals u. And that's with restrictions from negative pi divided by 2 to pi divided by 2. All right. And then we also have beta. Let's let beta equal inverse cosine of v. That means cosine of beta equals b. And that's restricted from 0 to pi. All right. Now we have to find tangent. So let's also find, for this one, let's find cosine of alpha. I'm going to use my Pythagorean identities and write cosine of alpha is, cosine squared of alpha is 1 minus sine squared of alpha. But if you have that's square. But if you square root both sides, then you're just going to get square root of this. So this equals square root of 1 minus sine of alpha is u, so that's u squared. That means my tan, tan of alpha equals sine of alpha divided by cosine of alpha. So that means that's just going to be equal to u divided by square root of 1 minus u squared. So now we have our tan of alpha. Now we have to find our tan of beta. Well, we already have cosine of beta, so we need sine of beta. And that's just going to be the same thing, but it's going to be 1 minus cosine squared of beta, which equals square root of 1 minus v squared. Now for this one, tan of beta equals sine of beta divided by cosine of beta. So sine of beta is square root of 1 minus v squared, and cosine of beta equals v. So now we have our tan of alpha and tan of beta. All right. So let's write that again. Tan of alpha was u divided by 1 minus u squared. Tan of beta was square root of 1 minus v squared divided by v. Now, let's use our formula alpha minus beta, which is here. So we need tan of alpha minus tan of beta divided by 1 plus tan of alpha times tan of beta. All right. So tan of alpha, that's u divided by 1 minus u squared minus tan of beta, square root of 1 minus v squared divided by v. In the denominator, we have 1 plus these two multiplied. U times 1 minus u squared times square root of 1 minus v squared divided by v. And basically, we have everything in terms of u and v, but we need to simplify. And what we have is our common denominator is going to be, for both of these, is going to be v times 1 minus u squared. All right. It should be square root, by the way. Sorry about that. All right. Square root of 1 times square root of 1 minus u squared. All right, so what you do is you're going to, I'm going to go ahead and write this on the next slide because I'm running out of room. Just know that your common denominator is going to be v times the square root of 1 minus u squared. That means we're going to cross multiply like that. And this is the same thing. So what we're going to get is uv minus 1 minus u squared times the square root of 1 minus v squared. And then my common denominator was v times 1 minus uv. So I was just getting the common denominator for that. And then the same thing, our common denominator was the same, v times the square root of 1 minus u squared. And then when you do the butterfly method, you get v times square root of 1 minus u squared plus u times square root of 1 minus v squared. At this point, since these are the same, you can cross those out. So you're just left with uv minus square root 1 minus u squared times square root of 1 minus v squared divided by v times square root of 1 minus u squared plus u times square root of 1 minus v squared. And this would be your final answer. And that's it. I don't know, I put parentheses here. If I'll take that off. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.